Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 7, Episode 10. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. Previously on Tyler Perry's Sistas. We are still trying to figure out who is Karen's baby's father. That pretty much sums it up. When this episode first opens up, Andy is at home and Sabrina called to check on her. As usual, Sabrina is making sure she checks on everybody else. Sabrina, how are you? Are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you want somebody to go to the doctor with you? I know it's scary. Somebody should go and hold your hand. Like, my goodness. They never check on Sabrina. That really pisses me off. So she was saying she was just asking about her and Jordan. Andy said, girl, he didn't do any of those things, so we're good. So then Sabrina said, oh, okay, I guess he's not a Gary. He's giving me Dahmer vibes. Here go Andy. I mean, I hope he's not that crazy. Baby, the way that Gary is, he's definitely that crazy. Okay? And the way that he's being written, he's worse than crazy. Like, it's just a mess. And while you laying there, you need to be moving out of this penthouse. I don't know why you don't think this man is diabolical, honey. I will be on the first thing smoking. Do you hear me? So Sabrina starts telling her about her IVF journey and how she's going to freeze her eggs and it's overwhelming. And she's seen how alone she is. So then she asked Andy to wish her luck on her branch manager interview, right? Here go Andy. Good luck, girl. So then she going to say, I need some luck as well. Because, you know, I have this new client. And yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. So Sabrina is hyping her up. I mean, hyping her up. You don't need no beat, you better hype your bestie up. You don't need no beat, you better hype your bestie up. I'm talking about she is hyping her up. She's like, girl, you are the Andy Barnes. You got this. I'm going to need you to hype up Sabrina the same way she's hyping you up. They get on my nerves. I'm sorry, but I see some cracks in the sister circle and I could not be a part of the heifers because I just don't feel like it's equal. I really don't. So then Jordan comes in his tank top and Andy gets off the phone because now she's trying to get it popping. She realizes while they're, you know, in the midst of kissing, she looks on the news and realizes that her building is on the news. But it was a false alarm because it was only because the person who accused Jordan of being with her and she was underage, the girl was proven to be a liar. In the next scene, Fatima is at home looking for her phone. Baby, when I tell y'all that place is completely turned upside down, she's frantically looking for the phone and Zach is losing it because of all the money that he's losing and spending on therapy. Plus Karen has 2 babies on the way that we still don't know if they're yours. And seeing this scene with Fatima in it and seeing how she went from independent, her own place, nice place too, to Zach sleeping on the couch, needing her, to now her and Zach are in a full-blown relationship, fiancé-ship. And now she's looking in the living room for her phone and the place looks like a Toys R Us threw up all over it. Like, this is just crazy. Do you realize how your life can change when you get in certain relationships? Nothing against Zach, but I'm just saying, honey, it's not giving. It's really not giving, honey. It's just really not. So he's like, now what I'm going to do about your school? She said, I can handle my school on my own. Maybe you can start a cleaning business and you can start with this living room. Honey, I know that's right. That's why I need you to be making sure that those kids are yours, Zach. Oh, child, poor Fatima is going through. So she tells him that she has class that night, so she won't be coming in on time. She'll be late for dinner. So he gonna say, no, I gotta go hang out with her. She said, Michael, you're going to hang out with Michael. He gonna tell her he want to hang out with the boys. Oh, no, sir. You ain't gonna be playing basketball when you gotta come home and watch this boy. It's not gonna work. You need to be home with your son. Hanging out is going to be less and less now that you have more parental responsibility. So no, you need to be at home. But Michael, I'm so happy to see you playing. I can't wait to see you talking and happy because we know that mama of yours wasn't no good. Moving forward. So he calls Gary because he got to figure out where can he get more money. Gary answers and then hangs that phone up in his face. Over at Karen's Show Enough Salon, it's buzzing. Baby, this new salon stay packed. Now, I don't know if the money is moneying, but baby, that new salon is always packed. And Karen, if I see you in one more wrap dress, I'm going to lose my damn mind. I can't stand it. Oh, child, I can't stand these wrap dresses. People are calling for Pam's hair potion, but Karen wants to stop the madness before she gets shut down. Here comes Pam tiptoeing in, trying to give her a smoothie for her 2 babies. So she brought 2 smoothies, and Karen still got an attitude. Karen is telling her, girl, you're going to get me shut down. You need to do things the right way so that my salon is still in business. You need to get your affairs in order. So after dealing with Pam and dismissing her like she likes to do, she went to the office. So she's sitting in the office and she's talking to her stomach, and the doctor's office calls. They said they found something, but the babies are fine. And I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? When I think back to my pregnancy is the scariest thing that I have ever gone through. Every call makes your heart drop. Every time you go to a doctor's appointment and it takes a little bit too long to find the heartbeat. It takes a little bit too long for this. You feel like you didn't feel the baby move today. Like, that is so scary. But, Pam is trying to make her feel better. But of course, Karen can't be bothered. Hopefully she goes down and everything's good. In the next scene, Sabrina is meeting with India for her interview, or so she thought. But honey, little Sally Walker has been going around saying she doesn't feel safe under Sabrina's leadership. Girl, shut up. It's always a micromanaging Karen in the midst. So now you don't think Sabrina is a leader? Well, before she got locked up, she was leading just fine. I mean, she couldn't get a hold of Maurice, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But she was leading just fine before you came. We don't need you down to the empty bank and trust. You can go. Okay? Talking about you don't feel confident in her leadership. So, baby, what she say that for? Sabrina is pissed because she's like, listen, I've given everything to the empty bank and trust. I come early. I leave late. She gave India an earful. She said, look, y'all need me. And I was owed my job back. I was innocent. Remember? I deserve this. And I worked hard for it. Okay. So basically, get it together or leave it alone. Now, I'm happy that Sabrina stood up for herself. Finally, she is using her voice. I love that for her. I really do. Don't let people treat you like you don't matter. And also, stop doing so much for these jobs, honey. I'm not coming extra. I'm not coming late. I'm not coming early. I'm not coming. Oh, child. Y'all will not believe how many times I was asked to be the cheerleading sponsor, or to stay, or to do certain car duties, or to please look after this classroom, or please do. I'm not doing nothing extra. Unless you're going to drop a few extra zeros on that check, I'm not doing nothing extra. Because when I do, it's not appreciated and it's not recognized. So for me, I'm not doing nothing I ain't supposed to do. But I am so happy that Sabrina was able to voice her concerns. Don't let the people play in your face. Moving forward. Back over at the Ratchet Law office, Andy is there and Miss Marie stops by. You know, that's the billionaire. Side note, Andy, baby, I need that white ensemble in my life. I don't know if y'all saw that, baby, but that white ensemble was giving the zhuzh. Now, do I think that I would see an attorney wearing it? No, because, it just was so beautiful. I was like, you look so good. So Miss Marie is telling her that she wants her to take her ex to the cleaners. She wants to get all the money and then some. She wants to employ Andy, but with co-counsel. Child, not Hayden. Please, not Hayden. I would have to decline because I wouldn't want to work with him. I wouldn't be able to stomach him. It would be a hell no for me. Over on the other side of town, Danny is at Rich's juice bar trying to bond with Tony's kids. Okay, baby, Tyler got kids everywhere. And you get a kid. And you get a kid. Sabrina, you want a kid? I guess. And you get a kid. I mean, it is kids everywhere. Oh, child, things are taking a turn. Honey, they made sure not to give Andy none. She was like, no, I want to stay fabulous and wear my suits and whatnot down to the Ratchet Law office. I can't have a children. I can't have a children. Oh, child, no, thank you. So she was trying to talk to the kids, child. They could not be bothered. She told them that she wanted to be friends. They're like, our friends buy us gifts. She said, let's just start over. Let's just be friends. They want gifts. Those kids were bratty. I can't stand a bratty child. And I don't like extra grown children. I don't like children that don't stay in a child's place. I don't like that. Now, I see Danny is at least trying, so I'm happy for that, because at first she was like, why are you taking care of your own kids? It's disgusting. It's yucky. But I'm happy that she's coming around. Now, his daughter asked for Danny's necklace, right? And she said no. But when Tony came over there, she gave it to him. Tony, you need to ask if she wanted to give her that necklace and if she wanted her to have it. Because don't just be sitting there smiling. Tony talking about, oh, they love you. And don't. Baby, and don't. They can't stand Danny. In the next scene, Zach stops by Gary's office because he wants his money back. So Gary is telling him, ain't gonna happen, Captain. The money's tied up. So Zach is like, what do you mean tied up? What do you mean? He said, well, you have, purchased stocks before. So you know how that works, right? Oh, the last time was your first time. So Zach is already pissed because he can't hang out with his boys. Fatima always mad at him. Karen don't know if the babies with an S are his. And here you are trying to hold his money. So Zach standing in front of his desk like, it's my money and I need it now. Child, you better call 877 cash now because Gary ain't got it. So he told him, I'm not about to play with you. I need my money. So then Gary got cocky and Zach tried to knock his head off his shoulder. Well, baby, what he do that for? Gary cannot fight with his hands, so he pulls out a GUN. So Zach almost took it there, but he took the bullets instead. Because he was like, let me take these bullets out. Because one or two of us ain't going to have a job at the end of this. And it ain't going to be me. So then Pernell shows up. Hey, Pernell, still pregnant? Okay. She shows up and it's awkward because they all looking at each other. And she's like, hi. So Zach walks away with the bullets in his pocket. And Penelope, you better be damn glad he took them bullets out that GUN. Because, baby, if he didn't, the outcome for the end of this episode would have been so much different. So Zach leaves and Penelope goes, oh, okay, so I guess you pissed somebody else off today. Gary don't want to talk to her. He said, listen, today is not the day. Don't come in here with that. He said, I don't have time. She said, no, today you're going to make time. Back at the law office, Pam is there. So Andy is walking out and she runs into Pam and she's leaving. So she's like, what are you doing here? She tells her, girl, I have a business. She said, oh, you do? So Pam is explaining to her about the roots to riches, right? She tells Andy, I'm trying to hire you because, Karen told me that I needed to get my business in order. Andy tells her, well, I'm not that kind of attorney. Child, I'm shocked. I'm shocked to see you turn down work, honey, because every time they need a lawyer, they come to you. So she gives her the number to someone that can help her. She said, okay, so shall we leave together? Don't be trying to act like Pam is so hood when Karen, you, Fatima, Zach, Gary, and Hayden have all acted a fool in this law firm. Trying to act like Pam, so let's leave the facility together, shall we? Ugh. Moving forward. We see a brief moment with Sabrina. She's at home trying to get the hors d'oeuvres together for the sisters to come over. And Maurice calls because he wants to know if he got a job again. I.e., did you get the job so I can get the job? They get off the phone. Over on the other side, Zach gets home. Fatima is cooking dinner and he's acting funny. So she's like, what's wrong with you? Man, no, I'm good. I'm good. So she wanted him to taste the food. He said, yeah, it's cool. She said, what? I did all of this for you to say it's cool? He then ends up telling her that he went to see Gary about his money. But when he said he couldn't give him the money, he lost it. And he was about to lose it even more, but he thought about Fatima and Michael. Yeah, I don't know why you would trust Gary with a dime. I wouldn't trust him with my piggy bank. Do you hear me? I wouldn't trust him with loose spare change, let alone millions of dollars. In the next scene, Karen is leaving the shop and the designated delivery driver shows up. Karen almost lit them eyes up with that mace. Do you hear me? So he says that he's going to offer to put the cameras up because she needs to know who's coming and going so she can be protected. And she was like, no, I'm good. He said, do you have a hard time accepting help? I mean, I guess you could put the camera. I'm sure. So the camera's going to go up. But when I was watching this, I was like, okay, so Trey is going to be another Aaron. Karen knows she can get written a man that she gonna reject over and over and over again. Oh, honey, and I don't know. I guess the rejection makes them like her even more. I want them to take Karen out of that character. For once, I want her to be nice. But I do not think that we should give Trey a permanent spot on Sistas. So he gonna come in and be the children's father? Okay. In the next scene, all the sisters are together at Sabrina's house, right? And the brothers are together at Jordan's house. Oh, okay, it's cute. It's cute. A little split screen. Danny is over there telling them how she met Tony's kids. And he's over there telling them that Danny's taking the kids to a game. Andy and Jordan are both saying that they love each other at the same damn time. But then Karen shows up. Hey, girl. Listen, I'm not going to hate Karen on this channel. I'm going to give them all everything equally. This is a scripted show, child. I bet they like, oh, that Misha always giving Karen some love. Yes, I am going to show pregnant Karen some grace. Karen shows up looking for a meal. I know that's right. Girl, where's the real food? I don't want no meat and cheeses. Honey, I want some food. Some mashed potatoes, some spinach dip, some hot wings, some something, some pasta. Give me some food. So Danny is talking about how the therapist saw a change in her. So Karen said, you know what? We are all going on a new journey. So then Sabrina is like, yeah, I think I got fired. Sabrina, now's not the time, child. She said, I think I got fired because I gave India a piece of my mind. I mean, she earned it. Sabrina said it felt good to stand up for herself. I know it does. But what I'm wondering is, why are y'all not sitting down? Like, why y'all standing around this countertop like this? So anywho, after Karen ate, she had to run. So then the other sisters leave as well. Back at Gary's office, Penelope is there. So he's telling her to leave, but she won't listen. So then she brings out the picture of Kim Potter. Penelope, you clearly have a death wish, because didn't Andy tell you to keep it quiet? Not only are you putting your life in danger, you could potentially put Andy's life in danger. She had a plan and y'all were supposed to stick to it. Now, I know, emotions are high, hormones, pregnancy. You want to get to the bottom of it. You want to know who's been loving you. But Gary is a monster. Why would you take that picture and ask him, knowing that girl is missing, and ask him about Kim Potter? Huh? Oh, okay. So she's like, what happened to her? He tells her she went missing and he had nothing to do with it. She said, oh, okay. Well, would her parents say the same? So he's fuming. He said, you need to be careful about going around and trying to find things out about me. You better leave before you regret it. I might do something that I might regret, so you need to leave. She says, or what? You'll do me like Kimberly? So he's getting more and more angry, because I don't think she knew exactly who she was talking to. He grabs her arms and pushes her to the floor, and baby, there is blood everywhere. When I say my mouth was wide open, and that was the end of the episode. Penelope, why would you go down there and confront Gary? Why would you do that? So now they're going to come in and clean it up. I don't know exactly what's going to go on, but judging from the previews, it looks like he may get away with it. But Tyler, if you write this man to just conveniently off Peniel and then gone on about his business when he already has the FBI on his case, then I know something. Because that just don't make no sense. And we also need to reel in some of these characters and develop some of these stories, because it's giving a lot of little mini segments within a show. And I don't like the way it's flowing. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Next week is the mid-season finale. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right here, I don't know if I'm going to continue to review Sisters after this season. I took a season off before this one, and then I jumped back on. So I don't know. I'm thinking I may take next season off. It's just too ridiculous for me. It's not realistic. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. So, I don't know. But child, it looks like Danny and Karen are going to face off. We'll see. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.